I am live. I didn't know what was going on. Okay. Let's just put that together. All right, people. I don't need to see my girl, but I need to see this. So let's go back here. This. Hello, people. Thanks for coming in. Look, I know I'm talking to myself. I had a hard time trying to get this whole thing together. I mean, I have my script and everything already ready. Pictures for my people on YouTube. Sorry, TikTok. Until they connect you to StreamYard, I can't show you the pictures as I do the news. But look, it's amazing when you're trying to do something that they always have a backup. Always have a backup. And I didn't have a backup, and my Wi-Fi was acting up for some reason. But I don't think it was my Wi-Fi. I think it was my computer, my laptop, because I had to shut the whole thing down, restart it, and then it worked. Welcome to Jam with Alice, y'all. Come on in. If you get a chance, follow me. If you don't follow me, if you get a chance, please give me some hearts. Show me some love. I'm trying to make sure I do 60 shows before my 60th birthday. I'm trying. I missed the whole week last week. Had some things going on, but hey, 60 shows. My birthday is April 13th. So 60 shows, I would be 60. And I'm going to Thailand. We're going to talk about a whole lot at the end of the show that I'm doing for the 60 thing. Listen, if you stick around, you can be one of the winners who win a gift card, a $10 gift card to Starbucks. Okay. And all you have to do is drop an emoji in the chat, and I will take a look and see who dropped emoji. Just pick a winner. Starbucks is not a part of this promotion. This is coming from me. Yes, definitely. Okay. Same thing, YouTube. So I'm on YouTube tonight. I'm on TikTok. So I'm not on Facebook. I just didn't feel like I'm so late getting started. That's it. Let me just go ahead and get everything done now. Okay. Don't worry about the hair, the edges. Y'all know how the edges go. No, don't worry about that. And yes, I am in my status. No, this is a gentleman who sells these. Oh, wonderful gear. Go to statusno.com, and that's a no with a K-N-O. All right. Statusno.com, and pick you up a sweatshirt, t-shirt, hat, whatever that you need. He got it there for you. Jackets as well. I think he sells jackets now. So all geared to the Black community. Okay. All right. So let me get to my intro. And hey, I just want to say, hey y'all, if you don't know me, my name is Alice, and I'm back with another jam session. All right. You already know the vibe, right? I keep it quick. I keep it funny. At least I try to. I'm not a comedian, but I try. And right on top of today's hottest stories that's going on. And tonight, look, the news is hotter than my flat iron on a Sunday. And I need a flat iron on these edges. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get into it. And we'll be right back after the intro.
With Alice, we're here to stay. Entertainment that blows you away. Lively moments, laughter on display. Join the excitement.
Hey there. Welcome to Jam with Alice Talk Show. And I'm your host, Alice. So that is my intro song. I love my intro song. You have no idea. Listen, if you want an intro song, or you just want to create a song or create a music or do whatever, it's the app called Donna, right? And Donna would do the thing. Now you do have to, I think they have a free one, but I went on and paid for it because I loved it so much, and it found me this music. So I had this music, and then I was able to cut it up and put it at the end, so it is like an outro for me as well. But it's the Donna app, so I don't know if you can see that right there. YouTube, Donna, that is Donna right there, right? Go check out Donna, all right? And I'm not getting anything for it. I just love the app. I do. I love the app, and you can do whatever you need to do on the app to do music, Right? Just plug it in, it'll do it for you. Right? Some of it is whack. Do they say whack? Whatever. My sister probably laughing at me. Um, but some of it is whack, but some of it is kind of good. I love mine. See how mine came out perfectly. Okay. All right. So tonight we're gonna go ahead and get started. And I do want to talk about this is horrible news. So um tonight we begin breaking news that has shaken the political world. Okay. Conservative activist Charlie Kirk, co-founder of Turning Point USA, was shot and killed earlier today during an outdoor speaking event at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Witnesses say that the shot rang out around 12:10 p.m. and fired from a nearby building, roughly about 200 yards away. Kurt, just 31 years old, so young, was struck in the neck while on stage in front of hundreds of students and supporters. Chaos erupted, of course, as people scrambled for safety. He was rushed to the hospital, but later he was pronounced dead. Authorities are investigating this as a targeted political attack. Utah's governor called it an assassination, and President Trump issued a statement calling Kirk great and even legendary, ordering the U.S. flags nationwide to be flown at half-staff through Sunday. Members of Congress observed a moment of silence, and bipartisan leaders across the country have condemned the violence. I condemn it too, and I hope you do too. Charlie Kirk was more than just a political commentator. He built Turning Point USA into a powerhouse among young conservatives, leading rallies, college debates, and a podcast that reached millions. He leaves behind 2 young children. This tragic event raises urgent questions about political violence, free speech on campus, and the safety of public figures in America today. I will continue to monitor this story as details unfold. For now, our thoughts are with Charlie Kirk and his family, his supporters, and everyone impacted by this shocking loss. Now, moments like this remind us just how fragile life really is, right? 1 minute you're standing on the stage speaking your truth, and the next everything changes. No matter where you fall on a political spectrum, violence should never be the answer. Disagree, debate, protest, yes. But pulling the trigger, that silences more than a person. It silences conversation, and that's dangerous for us all. Okay, so tonight, let's take a pause. Hug your people, speak your mind, but do it with love, because tomorrow isn't promised to you. Okay, all right, just show love. We don't have to pull the trigger to get our point across. All right, only cowards do that. All right, so it's sad. So my thoughts are with his family, and I'm gonna tell you, I was at work today. So and I work for a bank. So one of the young gentleman that works with me, he showed me the video. So I guess someone was filming Kirk as he was speaking, and as he was bringing up, someone asked him a question about the pew-pews. I guess I can't say the other word, but the pew-pews. And he got shot. And literally it took me back, because if you just saw it, it was just, oh my God, his neck and all that blood. Oh my God, it was horrible. My cousin Donna Bay will have a Bay. If she kill me, she'll kill me. Donna will have a fit. She hear me say, "Oh my God!" But oh my God, it was. I cannot get this image out my head. I just can't. Tomorrow is 9/11. All right, 24 years ago, the towers came down, and I would never forget that day ever. So this is something I would never forget, and I'll be talking about that tomorrow, where I was 24 years ago when the towers came down. Okay, Okay, so we're going to get on moving on, and we're going to be talking about Kamala Harris and her drama, memoir drama. Okay, Kamala Harris has a new book coming out, 107 Days, and baby, she is spilling all the tea. Hotter than McDonald's coffee. All right, she says that it was reckless to leave Biden's re-election decision up to him and Jill. And Jill, if you don't know, is his wife. Translation: don't blame me. Basically, what she's saying, blame Jill. Whew. Now, listen, I respect a strong first lady, but if Jill is calling the political shots, maybe she should have been on the ballot. How about that? All right. This ain't politics anymore. This is a soap opera. The Bidens of DC coming to Netflix soon. Look for it. Okay. And we're gonna look for her book too. So I am one who's actually going to get the book so I can read it. Right? I want to read the book to see what it's about. So make sure you pick up her book. Let's get it and see what what is she's talking about. Right? What is she saying? What is going on? What is 107 days? That is and I'm taking that is because she says 107 days. 107 days is the term that she was on the trail for the presidency. All right. So there we go. Kamala, I'm getting the book. I want to read it. I want to see if it's going to be on Netflix. Does it sound like a juicy Netflix or what's the other one? Tubi. Maybe it's going to be on Tubi too. All right. All right. So let's move on. Donald Trump is back on Truth Social, which is on X, Twitter, whatever. And this time he is demanding death penalty for Charlotte stabbing suspect, right? Which was horrible within itself. A quick trial, a quick he wants to get rid of the guy. Sir, this is not Chick-fil-A and this is not the justice system. So look, I get it. People want justice and we should have justice for that young lady. But can we let the courts do their job? Because at this rate, Trump is going to be sentencing folks for jaywalking. All right. You cross on a red, execution. Somebody take his Wi-Fi away, please. Let's just get him gone somewhere. I don't know. It's just a mess. Hey, yeah, that's all I can say. And I know people like out there like, oh my God, I can't believe you're talking about him. Okay, yeah. Let's not do that. All right. I was supposed to put his picture up, but I forgot to put the picture up. So I was supposed to put up Kamala picture, but I didn't do that either. I am such a bad host sometimes, right? All right. So, hey, if you all have any questions, you got something. If you haven't, please show me some love. Give me some hearts. Give me follows. I'm trying to do a 60 before 60, and we'll be talking about that at the end of the show. All right. So let's talk about Armani final collections. Okay. Giorgio Armani, whatever. Big Well Fashion. Giorgio Armani is showing his final collection at the Milan Fashion Week icon. This man dressed Hollywood's royalty, CEOs, and everybody. And some of the stuff was really, really good. Some of it was outlandish. Now and we all know that he passed away. So, well, imagine Armani pushing I don't know. It just seemed like everybody's, I don't know. Do you like Armani? I do. I can't afford it, right? Maybe if I get some TikTok love or some YouTube love, I can afford it, but I can't afford it. So, but Giorgio Armani, everybody loves Giorgio Armani. Everyone, from what I see, everyone loves Giorgio Armani. All right, so let's talk about it. Do y'all remember that Florida condo collapse probe? Okay, so we're going to be talking about that. So I'm going to bring up the picture of that. So the investigator says that the Florida condo collapse might have been caused by flaws in a pool deck. Wait, a pool deck? All right. So I guess the pool is on the roof, and it was, I don't know. So swimming wasn't just risky for your hair, it was risky for your life. So the pool is at the top. I guess it was leaking and it caused the building to collapse because over time, I don't know. People lost their families in this building, homes, everything. And if someone cut corners building that place, they deserve a big fine. Okay. They deserve a jail cell and a safety over shortcuts, period. All right. It's that is totally sad. If you haven't seen the building, half of the building just came down. So they're saying the side with the pool on it, it may have been from leaks, I guess, and it rotted the building and it brought the building down. So I go get a and I want to live in a condo. Right? I want to go buy a condo, but now I don't know. I find that condos are troublesome because even though you pay HOA fees, if something goes wrong with the building, they expect you to put on they expect everyone in the building who lives there to put on and fix the building up. But isn't that what I pay HOA fees for? I don't know. So I think I'm gonna go buy a house instead. It's just all right. So we're going to guess what we're going to get into next. Entertainment. That was the current news. So now we're going to get into entertainment. And the first thing we're going to be talking about is Ryan Seacrest signs back on. So Ryan Seacrest just signed on for another season of American Idol for another $12 million. At this point, Ryan's not the whole season of American Idol himself. Dude don't age. He don't quit. He just keeps counting commas in his bank account. He's even doing Wheel of Fortune, and he still has his podcast, I believe, or radio show. Listen, I can't even get my cousin to host a karaoke for free pizza. Respect Ryan. Longevity pays. Okay, that man is amazing. He is. He is amazing. He has so many jobs, and he does them well. And then he does he also does the New Year's Eve thing in New York with the Baltimore, and I am so dying to get there. That is one of my 60s, all right, that I want to do. Okay, 60 activities before my 60th birthday in April, and that is one of the things I've always wanted to go to New York and see the ball drop. But the hotels cost me because I don't think I can stand outside with all those people. I probably could, but I don't want to. But I don't, and I'd rather just look at the hotel. But the hotel costs so much money where you can see it. Just doesn't work, I guess. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Do you know who Justin Baldoni is? Yeah. All right. So his allegations. Okay. Justin Baldoni is from Ends With Us. It's a movie on Netflix. It was a good movie. So go ahead and watch it. Faces new allegations of verbal abuse. And I'm just like, at this point, Hollywood courtrooms need their own Walk of Fame star. Okay, everybody's on trial in Hollywood. Here's the thing: being a handsome doesn't mean you're a good person. Cute doesn't mean kind, baby, at all. All right, so Justin Baldoni, let's get it together. All right, that's all I can say. Justin Baldoni, let's just get this together because Justin Baldoni already has a lawsuit that he's going through for sexual harassment. So we're going to see. All right. Do y'all know what K-pop is? Huh? No? Yeah. I just found out what K-pop is. Korean pop. All right. And I kind of like it because I saw YouTube. All right. Heart to Heart's K-pop comeback. The K-pop group Hearts to Heart is dropping their first mini album, okay, next month. So this is their first ever mini album. And K-pop fans, they already got the outfits, the choreography, and the fan chants ready. All right, months ahead release. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to remember the electric slide for real. All right. Respect the hustle. Okay. I am still trying to remember the electric slide, but K-pop. But they have a show on Netflix in reference to K-pop, and then they bring old school artists with the K-pop, and I really like it. And I was one that I actually saw with Eve, and I'm gonna tell you, all right, she didn't win the battle. I forgot who she was going up against, but she didn't win the battle. And I'm telling you, she should have won. She killed it. The whole thing. It was really, 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 really nice. Okay. Um, Let me tell you, it was really, really nice. All right. So now, do you remember the Fire Fest? Okay, so that was the first one. The guy went to jail. I think he went to jail for this, and he was hosting a fest. And these people were sleeping out in tents. They paid all this money to go to a festival with all these stars that were supposed to be there, and it didn't happen. Ha. Now they're doing a Fire Fest musical. Yes, a Fire Fest musical. Okay, so I'm trying to find a picture of him, but I don't think I grabbed it right. But they are making a Fire Fest the musical. Yes, it's the scam of the century. It's now a Broadway show. All right, and the premiere on the boat of a New York harbor, because apparently we didn't learn our lesson the first time. Okay, but I love it. Okay, only in 2025 do we buy tickets to laugh at the rich people getting scammed, right? We all do. Okay, just don't forget to bring your own cheese sandwich, and it's a part of the experience. Okay, that is hilarious. It's not hilarious because a lot of people lost their money, right? I mean, because they went out there, they were sleeping in tents, it was horrible. It was horrible. Now, I do believe, I'm going to look into it, but I do believe they said that the young man went to jail for what he did, and he come out, or he's again trying to do another Fire Fest, and I don't know how that's going, so I'm going to look into it and let you know. How about that? Now, do you know who Teddy Swim is? I love Teddy Swim. So Teddy Swim is performing at the NRL Grand Finale in Australia. Okay, pictures this. The rugby players tackling, the crowd roaring, and then Teddy steps out singing Lose Control. I love this song, Lose Control, and I wish I could play it for you, but then I get cut. All right, half drunk beer and me in the corner like, so where's the after party? That's me. All right, so we talk about sports and soul. What a combo! What a combo! All right, so that is the last of my story. Last of the story for the news of today. If it's something that you need me to go and look at, hey, send it to me. Inbox me and say, Alice, take a look at this and do a story on this, and I will. I actually did someone sent me a note to say, hey, do you know anything about not bankruptcy, cleaning up your credit? So, and we're talking back and forth each other, I'm like, no. I said, but I'm pretty sure they have a lot of videos on YouTube about that. He said, well, you should do a story about that, because as I see a lot of people charge for it, but they charge a lot of money for it. And did you know that you can actually go and clean up your own credit? You can. It takes time. Unless you just don't have the time and you don't want to do it, then you're welcome to go ahead and spend a whole lot of money having someone else do it. But you can actually do it yourself. And it just basically take a couple of letters that you can get, paying attention to what you do. You can go to Credit Karma and it lets you dispute a lot of that stuff. And if it comes back, you have to go ahead and pay it. All right. So that's the smart thing to do. But I did do a little book. You can go to my website and get it, piecesofalice.com. And you can go and get it. It's like $5, and it gives you the letters. It tells you what to do. It gives you a log so you can keep up with it, and gives you some information. And it shows you how to go get your free credit report, because you can get your credit report for free. All right, you get 3 of them. You can do that once a year, and you get all 3, and you do not have to pay. You don't have to pay somebody hundreds and thousands of dollars to clean up your credit. Do it yourself, unless you honestly have a whole lot on there, or you just really need to go and file bankruptcy. And they're becoming more tougher on the laws to do bankruptcy, because now I filed bankruptcy before, and it was 7 years that it stayed on your credit. Now it's 10 years. So imagine if you file bankruptcy now, they probably push it up to 15 years. Just keep your credit done. You don't need a whole bunch of credit cards, but you do need credit. You should have at least 3 trade lines on your credit. So if you want to buy a house, you know, to have a good credit, you know, you shouldn't spend all the money on your credit, 30%. That's it, and then pay it off. I know someone, and we talk about this often. And then I'm getting ready to shut the show down, but I want to tell you this. So he says he's used his credit card for everything. And I'm like, for everything? He like, yes, for everything. He said, I pay money. If he could pay his mortgage with it, he would. But he said he does it for everything. And then his light, his gas bill, his phone bill, anything, all his bills. And then he just take the cash and pay the credit card off. And then he said in return, because they see him using it, they see that he pays it right back. They have given him, I believe, I want to say they gave him a nice little high amount, right? Over $20,000, right? And it constantly grows up. You know, they constantly add more on there for him to spend. So, and I think that's a pretty good thing that you can use one credit card to pay everything that you do, gas and everything, just pay it back instead of taking the cash, just put it on your card and it builds your credit up, and now you have an 800 score. All right. But as far as the credit, yeah, you can go ahead and do it yourself. You do not need someone to do it for you. Just take the time. It'll take you anywhere up to 6 months to a year to get your credit fixed, and maybe a little bit longer. But if you take your time, piece by piece, you can do it yourself. Again, you can download Credit Karma and start disputing stuff on there. You can download Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, and go on once you, because I lock my credit, so you can, I know it's on there, so you can go in there and dispute things as well, right? Again, if you want the information, you can, it's $5. You can go over to my website to piecesofalice.com and get it done. That's it. So I want to see if anybody actually dropped a coffee cup down. You drop a coffee cup, you're going to win something. So thank you for the hearts and the loves, and I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I got to keep going, right? I don't see any coffee cups or anything. I don't see any questions. So I am. Thank you, Sherry, for the rose. Love you. I don't see anything. So if you didn't drop a coffee cup, I'll be back tomorrow and we'll talk about it then. I think that's about it. I think I did pretty good. So, all right. So I said I was going to talk about my 60 for 60. So I will be 60 years old come April 13, 2026. Okay. And I decided to do 60 things before my 60th birthday. All right. I'm trying. It's a lot that I'm trying to get. There's some of the things I've already done because I started this summer. I really wish I can get to California, to New York, so I can see the ball drop. That would be that would be a dream of mine. So I'm also doing, and I have been trying to keep this under wraps, but so hopefully, not hopefully, I will. I wrote a play, and I'm going into production. Well, it's supposed to premiere in March. That's when I wanted to premiere, and I am so excited. You have no idea. And it's a good play. It is good. I had a couple of people look at it and they like, you got it, Alice. That is good. So if you're in Chicago, this is where I'm going to be doing it in May. In March, please buy a ticket so you can come and see it. And it's going to be really good. And I'm actually going to do it. My mother passed away about a couple of years ago. And if she was here, this woman would she would be the first one to buy a ticket. Right? When I say she was my biggest fan, she would be the first one to buy a ticket and be sitting front row. So and not even buy a ticket. She would she'll buy a ticket, but then she say she want her mommy discount. So she always say that mommy discount. So I'm thinking about putting a little something on when I sell the tickets, the mommy discount ticket. So you can get your tickets at my mommy's discount before it gets higher price. But I'm so excited. It's called the Last Sunday Sisterhood. And it's about 4 women who are friends and grew up together. And 2 of the friends are having conflict. Really, really good. Really good play. And I'm going to enjoy it. I get a chance to do auditions. I get to direct. I get to produce it and everything. I am going to see if I can look for vendors. All right, because I have to doing this myself and sponsors. So it's going to be a little bit, but I'm excited. But 6460, so that's before my 60th birthday. My plan is to go to Thailand. That's before my 60th birthday. Hopefully I can get to New York to see the ball drop before my 60th birthday. If anybody knows Jennifer Hudson, anyone, let her know I need to come to California so I can do the spirit dance. I can't dance. My sister would die laughing and see me on TV dancing, but I can't dance. But I want to go down that hallway anyway. And I want them to sing Alice Be My Girl. Okay. I do. So 60 before 60. What is your birthday goals, right? What would you like to do before your birthday? I want to do karaoke. I want to take some trip. And most of the things that I'm going to be doing is here in Chicago. Okay. So, and then some of the things I will be venturing it out. But I am so excited. I will be 60 years old, and that is such a milestone, especially in this day and age when we see a lot of our young people not even making it to 30, right? And as we said with Charlie Kirk, 31 years old, and he has left his family behind, right? So I'm living each day. That's what you have to do. Live each day. All right. So, hey, and now that's your jam with Alice. And I have covered pretty much a lot. Political, scandals. I didn't say K-pop. All right. And even said a cheese sandwich musical. All right. So that's going to be pretty, I don't know. I don't think I would go see that, but yeah, they're gonna have that. And then my 60 before 60, you're gonna hear me talk about it all the time. Right. My goal is also to do 60 shows before my 60th birthday to get myself used to being in the camera and each time I am getting a little bit better. So I'm starting to write my little stuff down now. I even have a teleprompter, all right, to help me with the show. So, but it's a lot of work when you're doing it by yourself. So much work, and I have no help with it. Listen, I will be back tomorrow, barring there are no problems. Okay, I will be back tomorrow at 9:30. I am your host, Alice, and I want to thank you for joining me this evening. Make sure you come back. Show me some love, all right? And if you haven't followed me, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. Go over to my website and take a look, all right? I will see you soon, and thank you for coming through. Bye.
Tune in and turn that volume up high. Jam with Alice, we'll reach for the sky.